Hello and welcome to Oh Yes It Is, the show where I take my mates from the world of entertainment and ask them about their life, how they started, where they're going, etc. Today we have the absolutely amazing comedian, the very funny Mr. Adam Morrison Jones. How are you, mate?
Oh, mate, what a lovely intro. I'll be honest, you didn't say you were going to do an intro, and then you went, "How are you?" And I was just about ready to talk. And then you continued speaking. I thought, he's bigging me up. And I love it.
Yeah, well,
How are
thank you so much
you?
for coming. I'm good, thank you. I'm good, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
It's an absolute pleasure, man. It's 11 in the morning if you are watching this, and I've had a terrible morning already, mate. It's been a long one.
What's
No,
happened now?
two things have happened. Two things have happened, dude. One, I made a mistake of changing my shower gel. I used to be like a tea tree man, you know, that tea tree tingly
Oh, yeah,
original
yeah.
sauce. And recently I went, nah, I'm a grown up now, so I'm going to go for the lemon foam. It's just not the same, mate. It's just not the same. And then, and then I went to send a parcel in one of those big parcel lockers, and I don't know what happened, but I scanned the code and seven doors opened at the same time. So I put the parcel in there. It might have gone. It's like a game of lucky keys. So if you have ordered anything from me, you might get it. You might not. There's someone somewhere going to receive something and feel very disappointed. Seven doors. It was like something from The Exorcist. Boom. It was, yeah. It's been a weird one. I mean, not so much the shower gel, but the parcels.
Like a world's
Weird, man.
weirdest lucky dip.
Yeah, can you imagine as well? Like you've ordered something and then all of a sudden go, why did you send me an Ian Wright football shirt? I asked for a copy of the Da Vinci Code.
But like, imagine if there was a parcel already in one of them that opened. You'd be like, "Yeah, I'll have that, thank you."
I did think that. I thought, like, hold on, if there weren't like, 'cause I just put it in one and then closed all the doors. Because you know me, like stuff like that, like, I got so nervous because I feel like I've broken the law even when I'm innocent. Do you know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
if something bad happens, think, oh no, was that me? Even though I know and been nothing around it, I have that kind of like Catholic guilt deeply embedded in me. And when like seven doors open, I was like, is this a sign? But yeah, that really freaked me out. And it was outside a church, funnily enough. So I don't know if they were just praying too hard in there or something and just released
Right.
doors.
Oh, this story gets better and better.
Man, you know when something happens and you go, because you must get this as well. Like as a comedian, like you work late. So what I like to do, weirdly, is get up early and do everything I need to do, and then I
Yeah.
can have the afternoon before I go out again. But and also the other thing as well, because I order and I do, and like everyone does, they get parcels. I've been going to the local premiere, not the premiere in the premiere, the premiere, the shops, the premiere. It's a weird thing because you say it out loud, and I realise I've never said premiere before. You know the premiere. Do you know what I mean? The
Yeah,
premiere.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know why I'm so. I'll go in there, and the woman behind the till does not want to use any of the parcel equipment, does not want to receive parcels, does not want to take parcels, and does not know how it works. And it's always like 10 minutes of going, oh, this might be yours. And then said, are you Adam Murray Johns? And I was like, and now Alexa's just gone off. It's all gone wild, mate. Adam Murray Johns.
Is that the name Alexa responds to?
Well, obviously, oh, did you hear that? Then it just picked up
I can hear
Adam
someone
Murray
speaking.
Johns. No, she don't want any of it now. Been quite the morning, mate. Quite the morning.
I was not expecting that reply.
I'll be honest, the shower gel what wound me up as well because you know I will get onto it. You know what I'm like. It's fine. This is going to be a six-parter, but I'm 40 in 3 months, right? I'm 40 years old. I know it's hard to believe. So I'm trying to act more like a grown up. So simple stuff like I'll change my kind of aftershave. I'll stop doing things I've done all my life. But simultaneously, I've made it Adam's year of cartoons. So it's a year just to celebrate all my favourite cartoons and stuff. And that has been an experience beyond belief as I caught myself reading the Beano earlier and it was fantastic.
Oh, amazing. Good.
Your
Nice.
character looks a bit Beano-y in the background.
He does actually, doesn't he? Yeah, yeah. I'm trying
You'd
to,
be a
yeah.
great Beano character. Like,
Oh,
honestly,
thank you.
you would. I think George
There's a
Coffin.
quote for the
Well,
poster.
yeah, you'll be a great Beano character.
Well,
AMJ.
actually, a friend of mine, because I do a lot of the Comic Cons, and someone I know from there is an artist for the Beano comics. He's one of the guys who does it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That what? Who does he draw?
I think he just drew like everyone. His name's Nigel someone. I forget his surname now. I'll have a look in a minute. Yeah, he does like
Yeah,
all the drawings for the Beano.
I'm obsessed with that kind of stuff, man. I think because like you secretly well, you secretly like when you're young, you want to get old. Well, not secretly.
Oh
When you're
yeah.
young, you want to get, and then like you spend the rest of your life trying to buy back your childhood and all your nostalgia.
You can write the
And
fact that I
that's the
wish to
thing.
be old.
Yeah, exactly. And I think about it now, going, I was so happy with just a comic book, a glass of Coke, and SMTV.
Yeah.
Like I didn't need anything else. Now look at me. I'm having arguments with blimmin' parcels. Like
And
it
shower
changes
gel.
so, and shower gel, and it's like that is how pathetic I've got as a human as well. Of going like, oh, maybe I'm going to change from mint to lemon. Let it never be said I've now hit middle class. It's yeah. It foams as well. That was the thing. It's a foaming shower gel,
That's
and
what
like
sold it.
that's what sold it because I thought I'd save the money on the shaving cream for the head, but I've not saved a thing, mate. I've just disappointed myself. Just disappointing myself. What's this all about, eh? How are you?
We will get on to the first question and then we stop the fucking tempo. Adam's like, fuck this, I want to catch up. I want to tell you what's happening.
Oh, mate, but this is it though. When people think, oh, those comedians, they've got really interesting stories. Again, this is generally every conversation going. You'll never guess what's happened. I've changed my tea bag from Yorkshire to PG Tips Gold. I have because Yorkshire tea is a lie, right? And I'll stand by that. It came from nowhere. It took over, and then we all just accepted it, right? And I'm not saying PG Tips is good tea. I'm saying the PG Tips Gold is a great one. Go for it. Change your life.
I remember the adverts with Johnny Vegas and the monkey, for PG tips.
Oh, mate. Yeah, do you get that was Yorkshire brew? I forgot what it was
No.
called. Yorkshire, it's just Yorkshire tea, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, don't
No.
trust them, mate. They're up to something. They were on that island drinking that tea. Trust me.
Yeah,
Every last one of them. Every single one on that island having a cup of tea.
I don't want to search the Epstein files for tea and Yorkshire tea. I think it needs to be done. Someone let us know in the comments if you search the Epstein files for Yorkshire tea.
They're sat there right now going, damn, they're on to us.
At 10 to 12 on a Friday morning, we're already talking about the Epstein files. I love it.
Yeah, keep it light, eh? Keep it. It started off though like someone listening to it going, this would be quite whimsical. No, we're going in deep. But, all right, who do you think that we know is on the? No, let's not go into that list. Out of the people you know and you've got in your phone, who do you reckon was on that island?
All of them, easy.
All of them, all of them. I'm on that bloody.
I know so many dwarfs.
Was that a big thing in the dwarf community? Just going to the island, that was it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we like so many. He loved Panto.
He loved it. I love Panto. Like I saw yours last year
You
now, and
did.
it was
Yeah.
absolutely fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I loved it. Well, I think the problem is because like every panto I did was a little bit shit, like as opposed to like, and I'm watching this amazing. It was so good. Like if you get a chance, please go to the Canterbury Marlow one and see George in panto.
Beautiful theatre.
Like, oh, it's so good. But I have flashbacks to when I was in panto, and it was a different vibe because I did it for John Fowler's holiday parks in North Devon, which didn't have the same production qualities as your one did, right? And I was Peter Pan, and there was a bit where we got Captain Hook, and I shouted, "What shall we do with him, kids?" And one kid just shouted, "Cut his cock off" in the background. We're not going to do that.
No. Oh shit. Oh god. But I'll actually go on to the first question now. I have about 10 minutes. So, like, I know you as a very funny comedian, but for you,
Thank
how did
you.
you're very welcome. But for you, how did comedy start? How did you get into it? What was that first gig like?
So if I'm looking back, it's weird because I've been working on a book called Entertainer. So it's all the holiday park stories and everything. So the whole of like everything I've done up until now because obviously I'm getting old now and I want to kind of store it somewhere and go, actually, you've had a great time. But looking back, there was two moments in my childhood that got me to being a comedian. The first one is I was watching TV with my grandma, and we were watching the Des O'Connor show, and Dominic Holland was on it, and he did a bit of material about his kids. And it was, I remember the bit of material going, everyone's on about their kids being really smart and intelligent. And when they ask about my kids, I just want to tell them, no, he's thick as shit. Ironically, that kid is now Spider Man. Uh, but
No.
I remember just watching that and just feeling like I want to do that, and saying to my grandma, going like, I want to do that, and the look of fear in that woman's eyes of saying that out loud, I will never forget. But that moment changed pretty much everything. That and like watching Michael Barrymore, I don't think there's ever been a compare or a host like him. It was just
That's great
fantastic.
parties.
He does throw great parties. I wonder, like, do you know what though? He is blowing up on social media. Have you seen him recently?
No.
He's mastered it, man. Like, he is doing like he goes out and he just buys loads of stuff from the local shops, smokes a doobie, and plays Fortnite.
Amazing.
I love the way that that clearly says that I don't take drugs, where I use the sentence smokes a doobie like a man from the 80s. He smokes a doobie.
Do
The
believe.
devil's. He has some of the devil's lettuce. He does. Uh, no, but like it's hard with that as well, isn't it? Because like when you watch people do stuff and like the career go, but like hands down, I don't think there was a compare or a host or anyone like who has been close to that energy and that kind of having it all together, but at the same point feeling like it could fall apart. And I just absolutely loved it. And then when I went to secondary school, because I got diagnosed with dyspraxia when I was about 6, and this is 90s dyspraxia. It's not the dyspraxia you've got now with like help, care, people looking after each other. Good old 90s dyspraxia. Nothing kind of clicked into place. And I had a teacher, my tutor, called Mrs. Shopland, and she kind of noticed something different in me to the other kids. And instead of doing a tutor time one, she was like, right, we're going to have a talent show. Adam's going to be the host. Adam, every end of term now, you are going to host a talent show. I was like, what? She went, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. It's going, this is the skill that you need. This is going to be what you're going to do for the rest of your life. And do you know what? I've only just remembered that in like recent months that that woman being a teacher went there. And I think this is what he needs to be learning. So that changed everything for me of going, it built my confidence up. And it's weird, those little half an hour tutor sessions were just getting other students up. It built my confidence. It got me how to talk to other students better as well. And it just got me on the right way. Now my first gig. Sorry, Joe. I don't know why I'm so long winded with all of this today,
I,
man.
I, I love it. Everyone has been so far on this show, you know.
That's what I want. I think, yeah, we'll keep it long winded, but yeah, that made a difference, and I think that was the thing of just a woman taking a bit of time, going like, I want him to do well, and that's the problem with schools. Like some kids aren't built for that. Nearly every comedian, every performer that I know, and I didn't have the best time. Of course you didn't. And I think that's also with in college as well. I didn't do
But yeah.
particularly great. I had an all right time, but also like I want to do this, and there's no course.
Yeah.
There's nothing to do this. You learn from
Jumping in
doing
the
it,
deep end.
jumping in the deep end and getting better. And like my big moments, like my first proper gig. So I went to see my mate Andy, who was a redcoat at Butlins. I told my mum, right, I'm just going for a few days, catch up with Andy. and I came home 2.5 years later.
And said, "What did you
Because
call this? Your dinner's cold."
yeah, yeah, yeah. Who are you?
Yeah.
Where you been? Put you on the back of milk cartons. Uh, but so yeah, and one of the things, so I got into like that, and he was great for building my confidence. But I remember my first proper gig as a stand-up when I was in North Devon. I remember we had a big band on stage, and I can't remember. It was Go West, and my boss went, "They're not here yet. Can you go and fill for 5 minutes?" He said you wanted to do stand-up. On you go. So this is my
Yeah.
first gig. There's 1,200 people in the room. I've walked on, and luckily enough, because you're an entertainer, people know you through the week. So people have spent a bit of time with you. So they give you an extra kind of few minutes in their mind. So I thought 5 minutes is nothing. I look over, I still haven't been lit. This is my first gig, and it's going all right. So I do 10 minutes. I look over, I still haven't been lit. Now, if you're watching this thing, 10 minutes not long, bearing in mind that everyone's first gig is 5 minutes and it feels like a fucking
Oh yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Like that first 5 minutes, there's nothing quite like it. Because if it goes well, it's like I'm the greatest human ever. But if it doesn't, it feels like you can hear your own footsteps leaving.
Oh
So
yeah.
I've done five, I've done 10, I've looked over 15 minutes, he's not lit me. I've looked over 20 minutes, he's not lit me. I've got to half an hour and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And in the back of my mind, I remember saying to the sound engineer, just play a bit of music and we'll make up a song with the audience and we just sing it. And that's how that bit came because it was from my first ever gig of running out of material. And I didn't have any material. And it was literally stuff I'd written down in the day that I can't even think of how bad it must have been going, "Oh, don't you hate it when you go to the toilet and there's no toilet paper?" And then just taking the piss out of the audience as well. It got to 45 minutes. Then he lit me to
Shit.
tell me the band hadn't come.
That's mental for a first gig.
Yeah, and it was that feeling that I want to do this more, I want to do this
Oh
more,
yeah.
but that feeling of fear
Oh
that will
yeah.
never leave me. But also that I still do that bit to this day. That bit will give me a word, we'll write a song because it's a great ending, and I just love it, and it gives me that feeling of being in the first time. But as a first gig, terrifying, man, and
Yeah.
you know what it's like if they're not coming with you, they don't. You need to really dig deep, and when you've got nothing to dig with, when it's your first one, I'm going, what material? I've literally got three jokes, and I'm sure two of them ain't mine. So, like, but it changed everything, man.
Yeah.
I remember standing there, and I walked home, and I just sat on the beach as well. Side note, it's where I asked my wife to marry me as well because
Oh,
that was the most important part in my life, and then it was a more important part of my life because she said yes. I went, this is what I'm going to do forever. Nothing gets better than this. Nothing will get better than this moment, and it
yeah.
changed everything for me. It made me insufferable. It just made a boy with dyspraxia feel like he had a bit of purpose in the world, and I think that is a
Yeah.
great thing.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like any comedian like myself and the comedians I've chatted to, it always goes wrong every now and again. So when's it ever gone wrong at a gig for you? When's like the biggest fuck up you've had?
Well, my first ever gig, I was told I was only ever going to do 5 minutes, right? I've only got one story, George. I'm just going to tell this over and over again in various ways. Could you imagine? That's kind of like someone's listening to this going, "What? He's told this already." I think like there's been a few over the years. I remember as well. I did a gig for. I'm trying to think what's actually legal to say out loud. I would tell this one as well. So the worst thing that I've ever done whilst comparing is comparing a 90s weekender. Now, the thing is, like, because I'm quite high energy as well, I've got to get people to come with me. And the problem is, as well, like, every now and then I'll be in the zone. and I won't really take on board any information anyone's given me. So it can be, can you just say this, this, and this? And I go, yeah, yeah, yeah. And in my head, going like, if I hit 2 points of that, I've done all right, which sometimes works,
Yeah.
but sometimes not. My boss said, right, it's the 90s weekender. Can you bring on the headline act? And I thought, yeah, of course I can. We had a great weekend. And then I've run on the stage and I'm going, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one, the only 9/11. And it was 9/11. And yeah, to this day, man, I think about that quite a bit. And like they're such lovely guys, and they found it funny. But I will always
Uh,
remember like this, and like my manager as well. Like I wasn't having a good week at that time anyway, because I'd accidentally dyed a kid red through the guns tank by not, by not, by not But not checking on the food dye thing. I thought you just put the whole bottle in. So I
oh
put a
shit.
litre of red food dye in the guns, and this kid, like, there's this poor entertainer trying to scrub him with mascara backstage. Yeah, and like, I had a serious bollocking for that. And then I'd mentioned 9/11 at the end of a Friday night on a 90s weekender. So that moment was pretty bad. Like, for me, pretty awful. I've had a
Surely they've
few,
got to have
like,
had it before. Surely they've had that before and called them
they
9/11.
must have it.
Yeah.
And especially, it's a weird thing to name a pop band after. What do you want to be called? 9/11. No, no, lads. No.
I mean,
I'm
it could
trying
have
to
been
think
worse.
of.
If they gone really bad, you could have come and go, well, they bombed.
Well, hey, yeah. They. Imagine that would have. I wouldn't have. It would have been a different thing that as well, wouldn't it? Like with the culture we have, like
Yeah.
that would have been the end. But back then it was like, please, please listen when I tell you stuff. And he was right. I should listen when I tell you stuff. But that's the problem as well, isn't it? Like, one of the worst things I've ever seen as well. There's a comedian, and he won't hesitate me for saying this. Hesitate me? That's not even a proper sentence. He won't mind me saying this. Like, we kept gigging together, and every time he gigged, a fight broke out. And it was like, it was in Dover. So, like, we did the first one, and this fight broke out. And he said, right, if that happens again, I'm going to quit. And he said, don't worry, you can come back next week. So he came back next week, and it happened again. A full on fight,
People.
right? And then he had a laugh about it. And then he said, right, I'm doing a charity gig on Saturday. And he said, like, if it happens again, I'm quitting. And halfway through the raffle, it kicked off and someone threw a tombola at someone. But I think nothing has ever been that bad. There's not been a full on fight like during my set. It's kicked off, like, but never to that
That might be
degree
one
of
of my
kick.
favourite sentences I've ever heard. Halfway through a raffle, someone threw a tombola at someone.
Yeah, that's when you know it's rough raffle, isn't it? So I'm just picking up the tombola. Fuck this raffle!
5 minutes later, they're fighting with the meat raffle. One's got
Oh
a turkey
man,
leg, one.
I've got it all going on. I I hate raffles. I'll be honest. Like I think years of having to call them. Like, have you ever won on a raffle?
Probably like there's some shit at some oh like some village fete or something. You go, oh well done, you've won a VHS or something. You go, what the fuck am I gonna play this on?
Yeah. Why do they do that? Why?
Oh,
Like went to one for I can't remember what it was, a gig, and they was like, well, we're not gonna like pay you a fee or anything, which is fair enough. This was quite early on, and then they insisted that we bought raffle tickets. I was like, what are you on about? And so I bought a raffle ticket, and this guy hosted the raffle who looked like he looked old. You know, when someone looks like they shouldn't be, like, he didn't look like he had the strength to move the tombola, let alone host the raffle. And then, like, and this is 2013. And he was like, this ticket 467. And I'll go, I've won. And I go over, what's my prize? And as you said, it was a VHS of Disney's Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. But like, Do you know what I mean? Like, why have you got?
Yeah.
Who would ever want that? That is just someone who can't walk to the charity shop. Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't still got it, but yeah, I hate raffles, man. I just don't trust them.
really?
Don't trust raffles.
Well, on the opposite of that last question, what's been like one of the best gigs you've ever done? What's like one of the highlights for you?
So my first ever gig.
I love this podcast.
Uh, it's gold, isn't it? It's all gold, mate. This is the thing as well. Someone said to me recently as well. It's like it's not necessarily your life isn't a film; it's a series of stuff. So you can't have like it's hard to look back and go like, oh, like this was the best moment, that was the best moment. There's been loads of great moments. Like quite early on, hosting Rocks Festival in Bognor to about 10,000 people. That was incredible. Getting to do the Leeds Cliff Hall in Folkestone on New Year's Eve, that was
Oh
just
wow.
beautiful. Doing the Winter Gardens in Margate when it was still open, even though I died on my arse, really died on my arse. It was still one of them moments of just like you're lucky enough to do this. And like I think Edinburgh, there was a few moments when my room was full this year of going, wow, they've come to see me, and there's
Yeah.
no better feeling than when you're in the moment, you're in flow state, you're looking around and you've got people just genuinely loving what you do and being just in the moment because there's none of that anymore. Like we're full of TikTok and podcasts. Watch this podcast, definitely listen to this podcast, but all the other podcasts, don't worry about them. But everything kind of takes you away, and those are the moments for me. I think definitely like the first few gigs are always going to be there. Every time I do the brewery, so I do a gig at Once and Tap, that's always good. And even like the Pierce Island in Herne Bay, when I do that, it's just great. Even the Canterbury Tales gig, like I don't take it for granted, George. It's one of those like I know I'm very lucky. I know like especially with my act. No, but every time I genuinely feel like I'm getting to do this.
Yeah.
Like I think because without having like kind of a drab, sad feeling on it, I've lost quite a lot of friends along the way. Not because they don't like me anymore, but generally I can't do serious. I'm trying so hard. I
We're
try my
comedians.
hardest. We're comedians, that's it. But you know what? There's people who aren't here with me now
Yeah.
who would love to just be 40. And it's that thing of going like and meeting you as well and like going to Edinburgh and meeting, but like that would have never happened. Like we wouldn't be friends if it weren't for comedy.
Oh God, no.
Uh no, because we wouldn't have met or anything. And I just think, yeah, just every gig for me when they are good. It doesn't mean I don't come off and go and fuck this, I hate it. But it's just a moment. And when you're in the moment, there is generally nothing better than that.
I completely agree with you. Yeah, like a few people have said on this podcast, like the buzz you get from it, the adrenaline. Yeah, just no, it's the best feeling in the world, and you can't describe it. It's just mental,
For
Yeah,
me as well, yeah, for me as well. It's that thing of going like when you I don't know how like I don't know how you write, but like when I see something funny and go like that's the start of an idea. That's
with
going
the
to
exact
turn
same.
into a bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
and it starts off with that small thing where you're like, I've accidentally wiped my ass with a Dettol wipe, and then it turns into this big story.
yeah,
Uh, that's that's just great, and I just genuinely feel so. I'm not. Have I used the word blessed? I promised I wouldn't use any. I'm going to use the word journey next as well. Fucking but I genuinely, I feel the sense of luck I have,
yeah,
like for doing it. And tonight I'm doing one over in Margate at the Old Camp Market, this beautiful Victorian venue, and they're coming to see me, and it's just great. I
yeah.
think, yeah, that's it. There are so many moments where I go, this is pretty good.
I love it. I love it. So, like you said, when you were growing up, you're watching like the Des O'Connor show with comedians on there. Who are your inspirations, and have they changed as your comedies changed, or are they still the same as when you were young?
Well, it all started when I did my first gig. So what happened was, I've got one story. So for me, the first, because when you're an entertainer, you see a lot of holiday park comedians,
Yeah,
and they're very different to what mainstream and holiday and like comedy club acts are like. So you work with kind of the older acts. The best comedian I've ever seen work is Mick Miller,
nice.
hands down. Like I have seen that guy go out to like a full room and just absolutely smash it. Like next level. You know when you walk away from something and remember standing in the wings of just watching him going like, and then annoying him so much afterwards of just being like, how do I do that? How do I get him at that point? And like he was really nice to me. Uh, but Mick Miller is one of them like watching him and going, wow, if I can be
Oh
half
yeah,
as good as that, I'd be great. But if I'm looking at people I generally watch and think are brilliant, I think Sean Walsh is one of the funniest men I've ever seen ever. His material's spot on, and it just gets me. He's just great at that observational stuff. And also, like the first show I ever watched of like I don't want to say proper comedy, but it's just coming from that holiday park background. The first kind of contemporary comedy I watched was Josh Widdicombe when he
oh
did
yeah.
a show about the table next to his bed, and I
Mm.
remember thinking, wow, anything is possible when you do this. But those two especially, and growing up with like Peter Kay, uh, not so much now, but like, I think I think like he was the funniest man alive at one point. I'm thinking, how are you doing this? And
Yeah,
the last Michael McIntyre special as well is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Also, like I'm getting into like quite a lot of American ones. Steve Harvey as well. Like I think is one of the best acts out there at the moment. And there's a lot of contemporary acts coming up as well, where you're looking at people thinking they're brilliant. I love the way I'm not giving any names at that point.
God, close to your chest. When it's your first gig.
Oh mate, first, no, no, I will. A shout out to Danny Ward. I think is probably the best comedian I've seen. Like, and I've known Danny for years, but his show, The Holiday, was the best thing I saw in Edinburgh. I
Nice.
think he's fantastic. Alison Spittle as well, another act that I watch who can make you laugh and feel at the same time. And Josie Long as well. That new show, God, it's good. It's so good. You know when you watch something and go, yeah, this, and it generally made me laugh out loud. So it's a
Annoyingly
mixture,
good.
isn't it?
When
Annoyingly good. You know when you're there and you watch other people's stuff, which I try to do, but part of me, like when you're halfway through Edinburgh, when you've got that halfway through vibe of
oh yeah,
going, you don't want to see people doing too well.
yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I want to see people just like going, how many did you sell? Don't say sold out. Don't say sold out. Half full, I can deal with that, but I don't want to hear people who are doing all right.
It's like, I know you're my
I'm a,
mate, I'm very happy for you, but fuck off.
yeah, and then you kind of justify it in your own head. They, oh, it's a smaller room than mine anyway. Of course it is. Yeah, yeah, I have more because I have a bigger room. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's harder to fill mine because of more people in.
You already had like City Cafe at Edinburgh. You get 10 people, you sold out.
Well, exactly. That's the dream. That's what you've
Yeah.
got to do. Get a small room, and then you can put sellout. Don't put
Yeah.
150 seats at 10 in the morning because that would be ridiculous.
Oh, amazing. Now, we've touched on this a bit already, but for you, where does the love come from for stand-up comedy?
I think as well. I think the love comes from. I read a school report a few years ago about me, and it sums me up quite a lot. Of going, Adam's humour gets him through a lot, and I think a lot of the love for it comes from that younger version of myself, just trying to navigate a school system, just try and navigate the world, but having a sense of humour, and I feel so much comfort when I'm watching Only Fools and Horses.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm watching it, I feel like that is where the love comes from. But also making people laugh is the best, man. There's nothing better. And I get all of that from the old man. Like he would do a prank for the sake of just doing a prank. Like this is it. Like everything's done now. If you do something, it goes on TikTok. But here's one of his pranks. He did a few in his time. He thought it was funny. He used to be a security guard in a shopping centre, and in the shopping
Okay.
centre there was a butcher's, and the butcher's had just been on local television. So what he did is he thought it would be funny to phone up the butcher's as a health inspector to inform them that he was coming down because none of them were wearing hairnets, hats, and the appropriate stuff. So he later come down to find them all dressed up in like all like gloves and everything, just for his own amusement. Never even told them it was him.
No, that's brilliant.
But like later on, I ended up working in that butcher's as a Saturday boy, and the butchers and my dad told me this like a week before Christmas Eve. Go and sit down, Adam. We need a word. And they all sat me down and went, "The Turkey Bandits are back." I went, "What? The Turkey Bandits are back?" And bearing in mind, these are grown men. I'm like 14 years old, like all of them. So five and butchers as well. They're a different breed of people, aren't they? They look fierce. My dad was quite hard bloke as well. So they're all sat there, like I'm there with a cup of tea shaking, go, "Who are the Turkey Bandits?" Well, basically, this year they've targeted this butchers and we need you to protect it overnight. I was like, all right, all right. And what they did is they put a hammock in the back of the butcher's, right? And said, Adam, you're going to have to sleep in that tomorrow night. And gave me a BB gun to protect the store with. And they left me there for 6.5 hours before anyone came in. And I just found me asleep in a hammock and go like, oh, get back, get back. The turkeys are fine. But yeah, man, like that, when you grow up around that, it
Mm.
kind of seeps into you.
Imagine
You
someone
can't
had broke
ignore
in
it.
that night.
Well, to get a BB gun to
Yeah,
the face,
yeah. This happened to be that night they broke in. Your dad
mate.
walks in and goes,
But also, imagine doing a practical joke where you've had to put up a hammock, get a BB gun. I think he gave me a baseball bat as well. And like one of the butchers spent half an hour going, "No, you've got to go for the neck." Going what? So you know it like this when he comes in because that's just
brilliant.
when life is fun, man.
Yeah,
That's what you want, like a bit of nonsense now and then. There's not enough of it, and I
no,
think that's why, like, I keep doing this because it's great. It's
yeah,
the best. Like, even reading an old Beano and looking back and going like these little things that just keep you going through life because there's so much doom and gloom at the moment. You can't say anything anymore. You can say more than you've ever wanted to say, but you can also make people laugh more
yeah,
than you've ever wanted to. And I just, I love those times that I spent with my dad where he generally would just make practical jokes that only were hit for him. And when you just spend time around people who just want to make you laugh and feel comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Feel like positivity is the best thing. If you're around that enough, then it kind of shines through you a bit, I think. And that's where
absolutely.
the love came from. Like, as I said again, like watching those TV shows, Only Fools and Horses, like wanting to be Del Boy until I was about 30, I think is still a thing deep within me. But it's there and just watching these acts and being an entertainer and just watching like people storm a room and sit there going, one day. That feeling is just,
Yeah,
it's just fantastic
yeah. Because to you, why is live entertainment so important to people?
because it changes lives, man. Because it make except the ballet. We don't need the ballet. Get rid of the ballet, mate. Get rid of the ballet. What that guy has done for chocolate, leave him be. Of course, as can I just point out, I love the ballet. I also love Timothy Chalamet. What was he thinking, George? What was Timothy Chalamet thinking?
In general, or okay.
In general, when he decided to have a pop at everything, have a pop at the entertainment industry and the ballet whilst promoting a film based on ping pong, makes no logical sense. whatsoever.
What a class.
Back to my original point. Why is it so important? I think it's good to get out and get people together, and also like there's a great. This is going to sound so wonky. There's a great quote from Pablo Picasso. Art is the lie that helps us understand the truth. See, I didn't lie with that last statement. Art is the lie that helps us understand the truth. And that is one of the things with like comedy, with music, with everything. It can be an idea that can be explored and working out who you are and who you're going to be. And especially for youngsters and kids and like people trying to find themselves. Like in theatres and places, when you watch something and going, hold on, that's a bit like me. Or this speaks to me. This bit of music has changed my life. Like I remember listening to The Cure Disintegration, that album that I found in the charity shop for £2.50. I remember going, nothing's going to be the same ever again because that's how important all that live stuff is. When you go to gigs and you see people doing something, because not everybody fits into the mainstream. Not everybody can go to school and sit down and concentrate. And in the world we're in at the moment, I think where people go, everyone's got ADHD. Yeah, because look at it. It's constantly burr, 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 burr. Like, let people be themselves. Let
Absolutely.
that be a thing where people can have a space. People can be ADHD. And like live entertainment is one of the best skill sets ever. Like if you go and you like do say you did even like you do theatre. So you're doing theatre. You're learning the discipline of reading a script. You're learning the discipline of being there on time. You're learning what it's like to act. So you're learning how to be in different environments. That's almost on par with most schooling, if not better, than like you were learning all those things and how to impress an audience. That works for job interviews. That will work later in life when you sit down. They go, no, I'll be this person in this interview. Now I'm going to say it this way. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to turn up on time. And also, it's just the best, isn't it? There's nothing better than live. There is nothing better than being in the moment. So you can watch Glastonbury on the telly, or you can be there. You can watch me on the telly, or you can't at the moment, but you can be there because you can really be there. I've got a lot of tickets to sell. That's why I'm doing every podcast under the sun. That's why I'm here. But you can be in there is what it's all about, and it is the most important thing. And that panto, man, like that you were in, like blew my mind. Honestly, I sat there going like, this is why people should come out to stuff because it brings people together
100%.
and it's good.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's like the last two guests I've had with this have been from that panto, and they've like pretty much said the same. Getting people out, just forgetting everything in the world at the minute. It's just amazing, just be in a moment, which we don't get a lot these days.
No, and I think when you're in it and your phone's away, it's
Yeah.
good for the head, man. Like I think
Oh yeah.
phones they are one of the devices that can help. Like today, like I've done 3 hours of like kind of admin. I've done posters, I've sorted everything out all on my phone. But I will be looking at this all day, not being in the moment, not enjoying the sea, not taking a breath. And it's that stuff. And then you start comparing yourself and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
I know that's not
Yeah.
the question you've asked me,
That's
but
right.
it's just being in that moment, mate.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Absolutely.
better.
Yeah.
And when it's a
And
good moment,
yeah.
great.
Absolutely. No, no, I completely agree with you. And like, for you, is there a dream gig or dream venue that you go in your head? I want to get there one day. I want to do that place. Want to do that gig, perform in that for their venue.
Well, I very much accomplished this on my first ever gig. Uh, there's a few. I think as well for me as well. Like live at the Apollo is always the one
Oh yeah,
everyone wants
yeah,
in it to do that as well. I'd love to go back. I love the Marlow, mate. That's the one. I know
yeah.
you've already done it. I'm
Oh, it's
opposite
beautiful
now in a
theatre.
venue, so I can stare at it. I think that's it, and I think to do Glastonbury as well is the big
Yeah,
one. As a comedian,
yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
I think to do those things, and it's weird though, isn't it? Because you kind of like try and work out what when you start like a room with 30 people in it's the biggest thing ever, and then the rooms get bigger and stuff like that, and you get to that point and going, what do you really want to do? Like it's going like, would you like to do the O2? It's like, well, yeah, of course I'd love to do the
Yeah.
O2, but it's very hard to do like close up material in the O2, isn't it?
Just a bit.
Well, kind of alienates the rest of the audience, I think. Like when you're
Yeah.
focusing one member of the staff, one member of the staff, one member of them, and not the rest of the room. But for me, man, I think which one I think as well. I'd love to do some American stuff as well. I think when it's calmed down a bit over there, get out there. But
So
yeah,
you're
man,
in
I
no
think
rush then.
dream. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This time was that no Russia.
And I said, no, yeah, said no Russia then.
Yeah, yeah. Misunderstood that completely.
We mentioned
I'm
everything on this
going on.
podcast. Epstein, holiday parks, Russia, showers,
He's got a
yeah.
holiday. Yeah, he's got a holiday park on that island. Oh man,
Oh, there
but
is a joke there, but I can't think of it.
I can, but I don't want to say it. Now's not the time.
Oh, fucking hell.
I know I'm
So,
a bit tired because you said what was your dream venue, and in my mind I was like, you must. You know what's going to happen as well. Like we say our goodbyes, we get on with our day, and halfway through we go, yeah, that place,
yeah,
that place.
absolutely. Yeah. It's always the way. It's like a comedy gig going, shit, I didn't say that joke. I should have said that.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
your dream venue?
Oh, I don't know. Like, same, obviously, like the big one would be live at the Apollo, but like just a room. What a dream I have is for someone to go, your show is sold out, or your show is packed out. There's no space left for you. You know, just to have that feeling, like what you said earlier, of 30, 40, 50 people go all in one room for you. It's like I remember being in Edinburgh last year at Canonsgate, and the room was about
Lovely room.
95%. Oh, beautiful room. And the room was about 95% full. And knowing, walking in going, they're here for me. You know, they're not, like obviously when we do gigs, usually we're one of about six, seven, eight
Yeah,
comedians.
yeah,
So people are there to see other people probably. But in Edinburgh,
yeah.
knowing that people are here to see just you, it's like, this is mental. You know, what's going on? Yeah, oh, there's no better feeling, you know, as you said earlier. And it's amazing. But like, if we can go back to when your first gig, which you've not mentioned that much, I don't really know much about your first gig.
I
But
don't like talking about it.
or like, or if we go back to when you were watching TV, if you could give your younger self one bit of advice, what would it be?
So when you do your first gig, Adam, no, but I think one of my one of the it's just to be enjoy it more.
Yeah,
Just be like just enjoy it, and also like don't worry so much. Like I think Johnny Vegas once said as well, like a gig is a gig. No matter
yeah,
how big it is, no matter how small, you do it the same. And if you do it the same, it's always going to be good. But just saying that thing as well, and just telling my younger self maybe to slow down a bit when delivering material. Maybe when I'm on stage, maybe now and then, just
oh yeah,
slow down, and just enjoy it. Everything will be all right as long as you work hard. Don't
yeah.
be an idiot. Stop drinking earlier than you did, and just be part of it. And that was the thing as well, like because I was an entertainer for so longer than most because I loved it.
Yeah.
So like when I started to actually put my head up above the pulpit, that's is that what when I put my head up, that's fine. Out of the when I stuck up from the molehill, let's use that analogy instead. It was like, who's this guy? And I was quite lucky because I'd had years of doing it.
Yeah,
But also, I really wish I'd got to spend a bit more time with some other comedians coming up and being part of that.
yeah,
I do feel like the kind of, you know, when like people go to university late in life and there's all them youngsters.
yeah.
I did feel like that, like starting like like doing like proper gigs on the circuit with people going, "Who's this old man?" Turning up in his slippers. But just enjoy it and
Yeah.
just slow down a bit. Don't worry about what everyone says. Shave your head 2 years earlier than you actually decided to do. Don't take any props on stage. You don't need them, and it'll be all right. Just,
Nice. Yeah.
just
I love
be
that.
in the moment. Be in the
Yeah.
moment because there's not enough. I think when you do look back at it as well and go, for me, definitely. I don't know if you felt the same. There's a lot of times of going like, I never got to enjoy that because I was so stressed
Yeah.
at the time, or I never got to be because I had to do something else, or I never got to be in the moment because I then went out and got incredibly drunk and don't remember anything
That's
from it. And I
just
think back
Edinburgh.
to that is it was glorious not drinking last year, mate.
Yeah, you
Glorious.
didn't, did you? Yeah.
I didn't do any shows hungover. Well, obviously, it'd been weird if I did, wouldn't it? Could you imagine? How am I still
Fuck.
hungover? Is that how Scottish I am?
Yeah. It's Edinburgh. People breathing on you, just like it counts.
Yeah, people just breathing, breathing the whiskey. Ah!
Yeah.
But but that's it, man. I think
Yeah.
just be and be you. Be you.
Yeah.
That's the best thing to be.
Oh,
Don't
100%.
don't start doing comedy and try and be someone else because audiences can see straight through that shit. And like more than anything, if you want to see someone they're not going to laugh at, pretend to be someone you're not, unless you've got a really good character act,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then be
Good.
someone you're not. Doesn't really work that analogy, does
Yeah.
it? Not at all.
It's
But this is
fine.
to me, not to everyone. To me,
Yeah, to
younger me,
you.
if you are watching this, I don't know how you've got it. That'd be
Oh,
weird.
we have, we have a weird audience for the show, you know.
Yeah, you've got a weird audience for it. You go back to 2004, find the younger me to show them this video.
I think the first question would be, what the fuck's a Zoom?
What's the fuck? Yeah, yeah, going like, I go bald.
Yeah. How are you doing this? How are you talking to each other? How are you in the
Eh,
computer?
why did it take you so long to do a gig in the first place? Why did you just do it?
Yeah.
Spending all that time with that bloody fox.
So for you, what's next? What you got upcoming?
I'm going to be in the new Marvel movie. They don't know it yet, but I think now's the time. I'll be a good Avenger, wouldn't I?
Are you filling in for the band while they wait for them?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll just be there. Like, do you know what? This is the thing, though. I could be the guy when everyone leaves the Marvel Tower, who's just keeping an eye behind the desk. That'd be good. Also, like, I could be doing their admin because, like, people see superheroes, right? Don't they? You see super, but who's looking after all the day-to-day stuff?
That's very true. Yeah.
Who is Iron Man's accountant? You know what? I bet those people never get shown on films.
Who's supplying the food?
Who's buying the food? I
Yeah.
could be. I could be the Ocado delivery man, right? And that could be my superpower. Could be Ocado.
Hey, you can
I
take
could
over
be
from
that.
Stan Lee and all his cameos. It's just you now.
I could stand up and like, hello guys. Oh, someone's into hot sauce, and the Hulk goes, "Oh, it's me." That was a terrible impression. So what's next for me? Well, let me tell you, I am doing a short tour of work in progress shows because I need to get my show up to speed. It's called the 11:30 a.m. show. Guess what time it's on in Edinburgh? We're never
Yeah.
having a mistake like last year ever again, ever again. But when I'm previewing it, it's going to be called Moves. The show's about going to sleep at 18 years old and waking up and nearly being 40 and realizing how the fuck did this happen? Like, what happened to me? How did I just wake up all of a sudden and be old? And it's just those fun stories of going like, hold on a minute, I'm having an argument with a parcel delivering service. There is nothing intelligent in it whatsoever. It's just pure nonsense of watching a man having what could have been a breakdown. Uh, the tickets are on sale. I don't know. This could be the problem, George, couldn't it? This could be the problem in my marketing. Tickets go on sale when the Edinburgh book comes out. Is it April?
I can't remember something like that. April, May, I think.
So tickets for that. I've got ticket. I've got gigs in. I'm in Broadstairs, Herne Bay, Margate, and I've got Broomfield. So I'm doing a load of work in progress shows. So I'm doing a short tour of them. They've been going amazingly. They've been great fun. I've written a few bits. Hopefully that'll be out soon. But yeah, all is pretty good. And oh yeah, and I've got the Underground Comedy Festival happening in Herne Bay. So it's 9 acts trying out stuff before they go on the road, before they go on tour. That's all going to be announced in the next few days as well. But yeah, no, nice and busy, man. Like
Well, if you got a link for that,
things are
I'll
pretty
put it in
good.
the description of this YouTube video so people can go and check it out if you get a link. Send me a link for it.
YouTube, you said this was Netflix.
Shit. Cancel Adam.
Cancel, Adam.
He's
Is
found
this
out. Shit, he's found out.
is this all in a little? Is this all like a ruse just to get rid of it? He went on to George's podcast, and then we never saw him again.
Yeah. And finally, Adam, where can people find you? What is your Instagrams, Twitters, YouTube's, OnlyFans? What's your tags?
My OnlyFans. You can find me at AMJ Comic on everything. So at AMJ Comic on everything. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me at the Dennis and Menace fan club and my local fanzine. No, but yeah. So all the stuff's being put on there. I'm doing a few bits at the moment. TikTok, I'm trying to do more videos, but it's weird, isn't it? It's weird. And yeah, there's loads of stuff on there, loads of fun for you to get involved in it all. So yeah, and buy tickets, come and see me. Like if you've lasted this long in the video, two things: one, you obviously know me to check I'm all right and everything's okay, and two, you've obviously found me a little bit endearing. So maybe give it a chance. Come on, I'm
And
all
three,
right.
they
I'm good.
clearly have nothing better to do.
Yeah, for free, they've fallen asleep at the beginning of the video, woken up halfway through the night and gone, is it still going? This isn't
Yeah.
Henry VIII.
I wonder if he's told a story about his first gig yet.
I wonder if I really want to know what he did at his first gig. I really want to hear that story again and again and again.
Oh, fucking
Okay,
hell, I've loved this one.
did I tell you the story about my first gig?
Adam, thank you so much for coming on this podcast. It's been, this has been so much fun. I've
No,
had
it's
such
been
a
a
great
pleasure,
time.
man.
Thank you. I said,
Yeah,
if you send me a link for that comedy festival you're doing, I will leave it in the description of this YouTube video. Please go and check it out. Go and check Adam out online. Go and support him if you're nearby where he's gigging, or if you're in Edinburgh, go and see his show as well as ours. But yeah, very quickly, thank you once again to Adam for being on the show. Really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the notification bell. We've got more episodes coming out very soon. Don't know who with yet, but go and check out the previous episodes as well. This is episode 4. Yeah, this is episode 4. So we've got a few episodes coming out. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you once again to Adam. And I will see you all next time. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
thank you.